Through the years in our To the Outdoors segment, we have talked about individual responsibility and caring for the planet. Well, this week we're going to introduce you to a Lockport resident that should be an inspiration to all of us. Terry Belke takes us to the outdoors.
Altruism and environmental activism often go hand in hand, and 80-year-old Shirley Nicholas is a sterling example. Nicholas is a Lockport resident who recently received a number of awards, including a major EPA award for her work as an advocate in her Mill Avenue neighborhood. Shirley wasn't born an activist, but had the role thrust upon her in 2010, shortly after she moved to the area and received a disturbing letter from the New York DEC.
They came to me and 98 other people in this area that stated that we were next to a Class 2 hazardous waste site. And I called and got the description, and he said to me, he says, very easy, Shirley, I can tell you, it's the same as Love Canal, only it's not seeping into your cellars. Only later on we found out that over on Water Street, it was.
Nicholas and her neighbors live in an area that was close to the former site of the Flint Coat Company, which specialized in asbestos roofing shingles. Although Flint Coat closed in the 1970s, its contaminated footprint lived on. The area had elevated levels of PCBs, arsenic, chromium, and lead. On nearby Water Street, 5 homes near the creek were literally being flooded with toxins.
Every time 18 Mile Creek overflowed, it took contaminants from the creek in their backyards, and it filled their basements with more contaminants. And then it would recede, and then she said, you're not going to put a protective cover on on those people's property. She goes, buy them out. She became the advocate.
The 5 families on polluted Water Street were bought out and relocated. The EPA also tore down the old factory and enclosed the tainted land with a fence, with more major work beginning in 2018. All of this because of the efforts of one tireless octogenarian.
All these letters and everything that I attended, every one of the EPA meetings, and I was their worst enemy. Because I was going to get it done whether they liked it or not.
For her efforts, the EPA recently awarded Nicholas with their prestigious Environmental Champion Award, which recognizes the hard work, vision, and courage exhibited by local leaders who are committed to environmental protection. Let Shirley Nicholas be an example to us all, a reminder that one person can make a difference.
At the end of her day, when she puts her head on that pillow and she looks at what she's accomplished during the day, she can actually look back and say, you know, I had a pretty good day today. And she truly represents the fact that one person can make a difference.
Anybody can do anything they want to do and can help in any little way. It doesn't matter. You know, if it's nothing more than go to your church and ask God to help us, you know, do something.
Reporting from Lockport, New York, taking you to the outdoors, I'm Terry Belke.